Hi guys, Bashir here. Happy New Year. I'm gonna bring you today a Ruby Rose guide. I've been playing the character since day 1 and I feel like she has a lot of interesting stuff in 2.0. So in this guide I'll be covering her normals, specials, combos, her neutral game, and where she fits in a team. Ruby is a very strong character, she's a top tier, and I feel like there is not much educational content about the character. So without a further ado, let's start with this guide. So Ruby is a rushdown character. She has great buttons, versatile specials, Gun Blast, which is amazing special, and she really can dish out damage if she has meter. She fits really into any team, and I feel like she's the most honest top tier. Plus her design is really cool, so that makes her very attractive to play. So for her normals, we have 5A. It's a good poking tool, and you can chain it into 2A. It's safe, it's fast, and it has a decent range, considering that it's a jab. Yeah, so 5A and 2A, you can gattle it twice into a chain. Unlike before before 1.5 where you could do it 3 times. Okay? 2A is the same as 5A. It's a good button, and it has a decent range, and it hits low. So it's a decent mix-up tool. Okay. 5B is a god button. Excellent range. Priority, hitbox, hits in front of back of her, and it's a really abusable button, to be honest, and I really I really like it. And on the counter you can do some silly stuff damage wise. It's a good button, not good, it's the best normal in the game in my opinion. Maybe that's going overboard, but that's how much I like this button. 2B is a good anti-air button because it shrinks her hitbox below and it puts a hitbox on top of her. And on counter, it can lead into good damage. It's not like the best anti-air in the game, but it's among the best anti-airs. 2C also is a good sweep. It has a decent range. You can cancel it into either a shot or into a gun blast to make it safe. So for her aerial normals, you have Jump A, which is an amazing air-to-air option because it hits really far and it has a almost like a horizontal hitbox, which is really good. Jump B is also good, but it hits in a downward angle, and it's a good button to approach in the air from, you know, because it really hits really far, so you can start your offense. Yeah, just be careful that you will not get anti-air, or you won't use this on shorter characters because it won't hit. Yeah. So let's go now a little bit over her auto combos. The A auto combo, I don't recommend using it because if you are being reflected and you don't cancel to a special, you will be in a world of hurt because the recovery is so high, as you can see. Yeah, so your only option here is to do that, but that's not safe, or go for a shot. But if they do a super, they can nullify that. So try to avoid using the auto combo A. The other thing is that the auto combo A, after 5A, you cannot really jump cancel. So you cannot just go back to approaching. If you use only 5A, you can just simply air dash to continue your offense. For pressure, usually what I advise is that 5A like that, because it's a high-low mix-up, plus you can make it safe, or go for A and Bs. The B auto combo is really good, because throughout all the hits you can jump cancel, which makes it a scary pressure, or you can really chase people if they reflect. And it's gapless compared to some other characters that might have some gaps in their auto combos. So yeah, we will cover that later in the neutral section and in the offense. Yeah, so that's basically it for the normals. The thing is, her best normals are usually 5B, definitely, Jump A, 5A, and you have also Jump C. Jump C is a bit, it's a bit like tricky to use in my opinion, because if there is a gap in your pressure, which most likely is, you can get punished because of it. Sorry. Yeah, because if there is a gap in your when you press Jump C, you will most likely get punished if they are aware, as you can see. But the nice thing about Jump C is that if they are not expecting it, it can either lead into damage, or if it's blocked, you can simply retreat safely. Because as you can see, it's a punishable button. But if you do that, you're safe. And if it hits, let me show you, sorry. And if it hits, you can deal damage either mid-screen or corner. Yeah, so be wary how you use Jump C. Use it when they least expected. Because it's effective if you condition people to either not block it or not to react to it accordingly. And the nice thing about Ruby, since she has a lot of jump cancelable buttons, you can really mix this up. As you can see. Or you can do something like that just to confuse them. Yeah, so it's a good tool when used properly. So now moving to the specials. For her projectiles, Ruby has the rifle shot, which is a good projectile, however it has a long recovery. And it hits more on a horizontal range. So you can really just instant air dash it if you know, like it's gonna be abused. She also has Spy Pot Shot, which is a 2 hits. In my opinion, this is good for active switch, because you can make it safe for the other character to pop out, and it can be used in some corner combos. Otherwise, I don't really recommend it for zoning that much, because it has also a high recovery. And it takes a while to start after the gun goes. But the nice thing about it that even the going down of the gun animation, it has a hitbox. So let's do something. As you can see, it also has a really big hitbox, which makes it a nice anti-air also. But you also get hit, so don't really abuse it that much. Okay. Also for her grounded attacks, she has 236C, which is this one. This is an amazing combo tool, and it can lead to a lot of damage if used properly, and it's relatively safe if you throw it out. Yeah, so this is your go-to special if you need to dish out damage, or you need to confirm like from Jump C and mid-screen, because it allows you to do mid-screen combos after Jump C without needing an assist, which also leads into decent damage. Yeah. Then we come to the Gun Blast section, which in my opinion deserves its own video. Basically, Ruby in pre 1.5, she could really cancel Gun Blast once. But in 1.5, they managed to make it cancel into different directions in the same string. And in 2.0, you can cancel it into itself, which adds a lot of interesting stuff for Ruby, in my opinion. So for me, Gun Blast is a very versatile tool because you can use it in pressure, in neutral, and in combos. So let's just go briefly, little bit in pressure. So what you can do really is like your pressure. If you want to make some space, you can just do Gun Blast, and you can distance yourself safely. If you want to use it as a mix-up, you can go high. This is a bit unsafe, but still it's fast enough. You know, you can go left, right. As you can see, this is really good. And it's also good for aerial approach or just bullying people in the area, you know? So I feel like this is a good tool. It's very versatile, and in combos you can do like some really crazy stuff. Which, in my opinion, that's what makes Ruby such a good character. So let me just show you, like, with 2.0 what you could really do. Like, you can do like some amazing mid-screen combos. So let's show you one example. You can do this also. Yeah, this is a shorter version of the combo. You can do this also. So it's a really versatile tool, and I feel like if you want to play Ruby, you really need to know how to use Gun Blast effectively, like to differentiate yourself from the other Ruby players. Because in addition to those crazy normals that she has, she also have a lot of mobility, which makes her a really interesting character. And I feel like she's the most well-designed character in BBTAG. So you should definitely spend time on Gun Blast. Okay, so Gun Blast can be done in the air, in the 3 directions. So the A version takes you back, B version front, C version up. Same for the air, however the C version takes you down. So that's a good thing to keep in mind. And the thing is, the recovery is relatively fast after the Gun Blast. So you can really just use it, you know. Let me show you an example. So jump, sorry. So let me show you an application of that. Yeah, so it's a really good tool. Also in the air you have Buzzsaw Blast, which on block you cannot really cancel it into anything. And it's a huge hitbox, so other than DPing it, you really cannot do anything about it or calling an assist just to shut it down. So it's a good approach tool, as you can see. So if you really need to bring your partner and you need to have like an attack with a huge hitbox, you can do the Buzzsaw. Buzzsaw on block, you cannot cancel it into anything. It puts you in a bit farther away distance, but it's not totally safe. But on head, you can cancel it into Gun Blast, which makes it a good special now, better special. Especially in the corner. Because now it's no longer really considered a combo ender. Before it was your go-to combo ender, but now since you can do a Gun Blast, you can basically do that, and you can get matter okay. Now that we covered the specials, let's talk about combo game. Basically, in my opinion, with Ruby, you can either do the classic combos that we know, but I feel like you're doing the character a disservice if you're just doing those combos. I know that there is damaging combos that you want to go to, but I feel like in 2.0, you might want to sacrifice a bit of damage, because Ruby has a good average damage, for better positioning. Because I feel like now this character is an okay monster, if you know how to like finish your combos properly. So with the changes to Gun Blast, you can do some of those combos, for example. As you can see, this is excellent damage. Or, if you want to swag on your opponents, you can do something like that. So for me, Gun Blast is really interesting. Okay, so now let me just show you some basic BNB combos that you might want to learn when you first pick up Ruby. These are good damage, has good carry, and they are not more on the complicated side. If you want to see more advanced combos, I'll link on the top right the Ruby 2.0 combo video that I made earlier, when 2.0 first came out. So this is some of the basic combos that you can learn with Ruby when you first pick her up. Okay, now so let's talk about little bit about the neutral section. Basically, when you are playing Ruby, if you are far away, you need to throw rifle shots just to make a good distance, and your aim is also to come close. This range is really good for Ruby, because you can throw your 5B, you can react to their jumps, and 5A can hit from this distance. So this is your ideal range for Ruby, because you can convert into damage and combos from that range. if you are doing pressure, Ruby has a lot of like safe pressure, and you can mix it up with your partner. So do a lot of 5A pokes, because 5A is a jump cancelable button. If you see that they are not reflecting, go for 5B, jump up. What you can do also is mix it up with your gun blast in the air. Yeah, but keep in mind that if there is any gaps, like for the gun blast, for example, you will be DP'd. So learn how to condition your opponent. Yeah, so this is one example. So be careful how you approach. If they are blocking, make sure that you know when to throw your jump C, because with Ruby she has a lot of like high-low options. So learn how to throw your jump C accordingly, like we explained earlier. So you can make it safe, and you can make sure that you will land it in a combo on hit, or you can retreat on block. Okay. The other thing is that if your opponent likes to jump, don't be afraid to approach with the jump A. It has a huge hitbox, and you can really just, shut down those people who just like to jump all the time, So you have great aerial buttons, use them. And if you get a counter hit, you can just go down with a buzzsaw into your assist, then they are in the blender. So I noticed that a lot of people like to do that, especially in the beginner and intermediate level of play, So just to recap, no A auto combo for pressure. It's not a good auto combo for pressure, okay? Use 5B. 5B is good. Jump attacks are good for air-to-air attacks. Sweep is good because you can cancel it now into gun blast. Learn when to throw your jump C, and mix up your pressure also with your assist. So as you can see, if you mix up her pressure properly, you can really lock down your opponents. Let's talk now a little bit about her Okizeme, because I feel like the biggest strength of Ruby lies in her Okizeme, because she can really just answer all the wake up options. She can do a lot of good safe jumps, and she can loop into the same things over and over again. So her supply is really nice. So let's set the opponent to do a random Okumis, both in the air and in the ground, just to show you an example. Basically, if you are in the mid screen, always make sure that you are ending like that. So this way, you can just react to how they will wake up. So let's do it again. As you can see, you can still have a lot of time to react. Yeah. Always, always, always in the corner, in my opinion, a general rule of thumb is that you always need to finish your combo with a backwards gun blast, because it will put you at the best position. So, just to bully them, So let's give you an example. Let's hide the menu. This position, in my opinion, is the best in the corner, because wherever they will take, you will be able to chase them. So let's show an example right away. So even if they go to the front, they cannot go behind you. And if they take to the back, you can still counter it. So for now, I'll just set the dummy to DP on wake up, and just to show you some safe jumps. So as you can see, jump A and jump B are really good safe jumps, because on block they will attack the opponent, and if they try to DP, you can just block and it will be a safe jump. In the mid screen, always go for the gun blast, just to guarantee a good position, because I don't like combos that put you really far away, like that for example, because you have to play the neutral all over again. And the thing is, you need to lock down opponents with Ruby. Defensive wise, I feel like Ruby can hold her own, and she has a okay DP. 2B is a good anti-air, and she has the buttons, to contest you know, just to be ongo bonga, you know. So I feel like she's a good character on her own. Where does Ruby fit in a team? In my opinion, like, she's mostly geared towards being a point character, but she can also be an anchor, even though her assists are a bit on the mediocre side, you know, compared to the other characters. But she has an assist that can put her in the back, which is nice. She has a projectile, she has a projectile assist, and she has a decent anti-air assist also. The reason I say that she can be an anchor character is because, like, she can come back. She has the damage, she has the buttons, she has the combos. So she doesn't really need to rely much on another character, like, just to survive. Because for some characters, if the partner dies, like, they're doomed. Khalas, they cannot do anything. So that's why I like Ruby. But of course, she is mainly geared toward point, because with the right assists and the right combinations, you can really shut down any team. And I feel like Ruby is a good counter to all the top tier characters in this game. I don't feel like there's a hard counter like to Ruby. Because if they are a zoner, you have your shots. If they are a rushdown, you have your buttons. You know? If they have a good neutral, your neutral is also good. For partners of Ruby, if we're playing her on a point, my personal choice, which I've been rocking since Batista came out, is definitely Batista. I feel like she's the best partner for Ruby because, like, they complement each other so well. Because Batista has dumb assists, which we all know about that already. And also Batista can play like a really hard zoning game. So if you need to slow the pace of the match, like, and you need just to let Ruby recover health or something, you can really slow the match so you can let Ruby take a rest, you know, and bring her back. Plus with the, even though this was nerfed, you can still guarantee some safe approaches for Ruby, you know. I feel like also, like, definitely since Shinko plays Yang is also a good match for the character. I feel like she can really fit in any team, but if you have a partner character that's more on zoning and good assist, they will boost Ruby's strengths much more. That's it. I'm sorry that this guide is not too organized. I tried to shoot it before, but I was not happy with it, and I'm still feel like I can do it better. But let's see how 2.0 develops, and maybe we will see some new tricks for Ruby. So, as always, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, and thank you for helping me hit the 370 subscribers mark. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Yalla, peace.